Hey, Brent Parker here, and today I want to continue our series on how to become an expert copywriter. And this is part 3 of the series. If you have not seen part 1 and 2 and you would like to, you can click the link at the bottom of the description of this video and it will take you to the entire series. So today I want to talk about 7 reasons people buy, and then I'm going to give you a couple bonus pointers at the end of this video. So the 7 reasons that people buy are to make money, to save time, to save effort, to improve health, to increase pleasure, and to eliminate pain. So the goal then is to, when you are describing, right, your product or service, you want to talk about the specific way that your product, service, or offer is going to solve one of those 7 reasons that people buy for your prospect as it relates to their life situation. So, for example, in part 1 of this series, we talked about targeting your audience, knowing what your target audience is, and pinpointing that target audience, right? Secondly, we talked about, in part 2, we talked about identifying a challenge that prospect may be having, right? And now part 3, we're talking about 7 reasons that people buy. So let's tie all this in together. For example, when I got involved in internet marketing, I was looking for a way to make passive residual income for 2 reasons. Number 1, I wanted financial security, right, for my family so that I could provide a nice lifestyle for my family, have a nice house, drive nice cars. My kids actually live in another state about 3 hours away from me, so the travel gets expensive. And being able to just live life, right, making sure that the bills are paid, never having to worry about that kind of stuff, taking some vacations, all that kind of stuff. Financial security. Then I went to another level that drove me to want to make passive residual income, and that was to do worldwide missions, right? Primarily to help street kids and orphans. And so those were my driving passions, right? And so when I looked online for ways to make money, right, then I found a system that I identified with, right? And so there was a page that had sales copy on it, and it talked about these types of things. It talked about lifestyle freedom. It talked about financial security, right? And those types of things. And so I put my name and email in that block, and then I saw a video, and the video again helped relate I could relate to the material in the video that talked about how I could get that lifestyle freedom, that financial security, and that lifestyle freedom is what I call it. And so my big thing was how to make money, right? I was looking for a new way to make money passive residually. I didn't even know anything existed like internet marketing or making money from home on the internet. I mean, I had heard all kinds of home-based businesses, but didn't know anything about how to make money on the internet. Didn't even realize it was being done, to be honest with you. I know that sounds silly, but I didn't know. So at the end of the day, the hot button, right, that they hit inside of me was actually a few of these. To make money, to save time, because I wanted to be able to make this money and be able to travel the world at the end of the day and not have to keep up with my business 24/7 or even 8 hours a day, right? I'm willing to work 2 to 4 hours a day is what I had in my mind, but I wanted to be freed up most of the day to do what my real passion was. To save effort goes along the same lines. Improve health really wasn't one of mine. Increase pleasure, yeah, kind of, because I wanted a better lifestyle for myself and my family. And eliminate pain. And yeah, I can definitely relate to that too, because I had the pain of not having the money, right, of living the lifestyle I really wanted to live with my family, with my kids, giving my kids the things that I wanted to give them, and and take more vacations with them and things like that. And then also, the pain really inside my heart, for the kids out there that are suffering in the world, that are on the streets with nothing to eat, no clothes, I mean, just destitute, right? But at the end of the day, this system that I joined, right, kind of alleviated all of that. It brought to me a realization that I could accomplish those goals of financial security and lifestyle freedom because the sales copy on the front page where I put my email in talked about it. The video talked about it. There was some copy below the video that talked about it. And then, of course, when I got inside, I began to see the reality of it. And so you want to talk about specifically in your copy, whether it's a blog post, a sales page, a title on a video, a description of a video, any kind of copy around the content that you're creating, you want to talk about the specific way your offer does one of those 7 things for your prospect as it relates to their life, okay, as their life situation. So that's something very powerful. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, told you I'd give you a couple bonuses in this video, and you want to, when you do that, right, when you do what we just talked about, you want to make sure you're describing the experience of the prospect and how it would play out in their life. So you can do this with what we call the power of 7, okay? So you can use 7 stories, 7 examples, or 7 testimonies of people that have experienced success with your product or service or system. And of course, if you're brand new, then a good system or a good company will have testimonies of leaders that are making it, that are doing well with it inside the system that you could refer to, right? And so that's another way you can do this. But the power of 7 is very powerful, for lack of a better term. You know, to use 7 stories, 7 examples, or 7 testimonies where your prospect can actually imagine themselves using the offer, the product, or the service that you're promoting, okay? And then last bonus, is, you know, use the copy of other leaders. Now, you don't want to copy their copy, so to speak. You don't want to copy it verbatim. You don't want to copy and paste it. You want to put your own twist on it, your own words. But use the same concepts. Use the same mindset. Use the same idea, right, of what other leaders in the industry are using, people that are making more money than you. And guess what? There's always somebody out there making more money than you, right? So there's always somebody that you can glean from, right, that you know, get on people's email list, get on other leaders' email list, and begin to read their emails. That is one of the most powerful things you can do if you want to learn to be an expert copywriter, is read the emails, read the blog post, read the video descriptions, you know, so on and so forth, of the leaders around you in the industry that you're in. Okay? So that's today's Tidbits with Brent. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.